Thanks for joining me for another 5-Minute Murder. When you guys get to see this, I will be heading to Indianapolis for the Oddities Curiosities Expo this weekend. If you guys are in the Indianapolis area, come and check it out. We will have a special limited edition version of Killers the Card Game there, ready to go. I'm going to have to come home and make sure I pick up the cards for that because they did not come in the mail today. So they'll be here tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to have to check the tracking on that. So hopefully we will have some limited edition Killers the Card Game at Oddities Curiosities in Indianapolis. And yeah, if you're in the Indy area, come and see us. I'm going to pick a card. We're going to get started. Oh, tonight we have the Zodiac Killer. So Zodiac is interesting. On the card it says, the Zodiac Killer is the pseudonym for an unidentified serial killer who operated in Northern California from the late 1960s to the early 1970s. The killer targeted 4 men and 3 women between the ages of 16 and 29, with 2 of the men surviving attempted murder. So the Zodiac himself claimed to have killed up to 37 victims. The killer originated the name Zodiac in a series of letters and cards sent to the press. The letters included 4 cryptograms. Only one has definitively been solved. So, Zodiac Killer, possibly up to 37 victims. Maybe more, maybe less. I'm going to put him off-centered so I know. But yeah, Zodiac is an interesting character. There's been lots and lots of talk about who it could be, you know, if Zodiac was ever caught, you know, if he went to jail for another crime, who it could be. There's constantly theories coming out. Of course, we've all heard the theory of Arthur Lee Allen being Zodiac. There was just a documentary that came out, I don't know, a couple months ago, or maybe a year ago now, proclaiming that this one guy believe that his dad is Zodiac. I don't know how much validity I give to that. I watched the documentary. They do a really good job of building the case in the beginning of the documentary, but by the end of the documentary, like, you realize that they really have no validity at all. And so, you know, one of the things that they talked about is that they solved the final cipher that he had sent to the police, and that it spelled out this guy's name perfectly. Maybe, maybe not. You know, those things can often spell out all kinds of things. And I think really when it comes down to it, we're never going to know who the Zodiac is. We're never going to understand definitively who he could be because it's just not possible. You know, there is very, very little DNA evidence at any of the crime scenes. He was not somebody who left his DNA. He didn't go and, you know, masturbate after the crimes. They weren't sex crimes. You know, many of the crimes were on lovers' lanes, right? He went up to the car and started shooting people, right? So, you know, not something that can really be traced now all of these years later. So it's very hard to figure out some of that stuff. You know, there's lots of theories out there, all kinds of stuff out there. There's a guy who runs the Oddities scene with me. Matter of fact, I believe I see him this weekend. If not, I know he'll be up in Detroit. But he has got an incredible theory about Zodiac and who it is. And if you see him, if you come up to the Oddities show, he has a bunch of like funerary medical oddities, all kinds of different little oddities things, poison bottles and stuff like that. He's got a great collection of stereoscope stuff, but he also has a big stand that has a outfit on it, and I want to say that it is an outfit from I can never remember what they're called now. But anyway, it's a secret society. And it's an outfit, and it looks very, very much like the Zodiac hood, right? So I think, you know, he believes that maybe it was somebody associated with that. And he is working on getting a full Zodiac costume. And next year, he says he'll have it at the conventions, too. And I'll be interested to see when that happens, what all of his theories are. because he has a card. I have it in my bin out there that has a code on it that if you can break the code, it will tell you a piece of the puzzle on who he believes the Zodiac is, or what he believes the Zodiac's message was. And we just had a conversation in Columbus this last weekend about that he believes it's more important to understand the message of the Zodiac rather than understanding who the Zodiac was, right? And maybe if you figure out the message, maybe therein you find who he was as well. It's hard to say. But it's a fascinating case. It's one of those that continues to fascinate people. And if you look over here, I've got a little thing that has dirt from 4 different of the crime scenes that the Zodiac was at. Well, I'm trying to break things over here. Thankfully, it did not break. But this has the Zodiac killings map on here. So you have the Blue Rock Springs. Let's see if I can match that up. It was, I can't pronounce his name, but it was on July 4th, 1969. And there was, Farron was the lady. And then there was a McCall. He was killed as well. And then you have the Lake Herman Road, which was on December 20th, 1968. Actually, before that, Faraday and Jensen were killed. And then you have the dirt from Lake Berryessa, which was Martinell and Shepard were killed there. And then I have dirt from Presidio Heights, October 11th, 1969, and Mr. Stein was killed there. So yeah, there's a little Zodiac thing. Really, really great piece of artwork done by a good friend of mine. And he has monster truck memorabilia. And it is James Howland. If you haven't checked him out, check him out on Facebook and everything. Pick up some of his stuff. He's got some great stuff out there. And he has more than just serial killer stuff. He also has all kinds of movie memorabilia and everything. And it comes in these great little cases or frames. And he has the little bottles and stuff. I have one up on the wall that is Friday the 13th, right? It has all of the different little artifacts from the first movie, and actually I think a couple of the movies. But yeah, he's got a lot of great stuff. Check him out on Facebook, James Howard, and Monster Truck Memorabilia. I think he might even have a different name now, but check out his stuff. It's good. The Zodiac, fascinating case. Check it out. I am way over 7 minutes, I think now. So y'all can yell at me later. Thank you for joining me for another 5-minute murder, 10-minute murder. But come see me, Indianapolis, this next weekend, and we'll have some fun. Pick up some killers. Talk to y'all soon.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause I feel so empty without me. I said